Hello everyone, welcome to another class. So on today's video we'll be talking about a lot of things, and one of them is the HTML attributes. So under the HTML attributes we have a lot of things. One of them is the href attributes. Okay, so let's get started. Shift exclamation mark enter. Alright, so in between our body, now we use a tag to define the hyperlink. The href attribute specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. So href attribute is used to actually link your website to a particular website. So let's give an example. Start with your opening tag a, then href, then equal to this http s, then your colon slash. In this case we are linking it with Facebook website, www.facebook.com. Then close your tag. Close your tag. Then in between this, the close after .com and the close of the a tag, we put the write-up that I wish to appear there. So let's say this is, or this links to my Facebook. This links to my Facebook. Right, so that's that. So let's save. Then let's check it. Let's check what we've done. So introduction. So this is what we've done. This links to my Facebook. So once you click it, it ought to take you to a Facebook link or Facebook page if you are connected to the internet, but we are not connected, so it can't take us there. So when you are connected, you can actually try it. Alright, so that's the first thing. That's the href attribute, which links another website to our website. Okay, so that's the first thing we've done. So the next thing we'll talk about is the src attribute. Alright, the img tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. The src attribute specifies the path to the image to be displayed. So if you want to import an image, you use the img tag, which is also the src attribute. So the tag you use is what img. Then src, which is the attribute. Img is the tag, src is the attribute. So src and this, then the name of the picture you want to import. So let's check the picture. Let's check for the name. Okay, let's put this picture. Make sure that the picture is in the folder of your folder. Like my folder is web design 2023 and my picture is in the folder and the name is light. So right click to check, go to properties to check for the file type. As you can see here, it is what? It is JPEG. Sorry. Click on the light, properties. It is JPEG. Are you seeing? So the name will end with .jpg. Then if yours is PNG, to end in .png, and whatever type it is, just end with the file type. So let's call it light.jpg, then save, then close your tag, then reload your browser. So as you can see, we have these links to my Facebook, and this is a picture. Okay, so the next thing we'll talk about is the width and height attributes. So you can actually resize this picture by adding width and height attributes. So before the close of the tag, let's add our width. Enter. Then let's give width to be, let's say 200, then space, height should be, let's say 100. Okay, so let's save, then reload your browser. So as you can see, it has been resized. So that's that. And the next we'll talk about is the alternate attribute. So alternate talks about, okay, the required alternate attribute for the img tag specifies an alternative text for an image. If the image for some reason cannot be displayed, this can be due to slow connection or an error in the src attribute, or if the user uses a screen reader. So if there's any reason that will make your image not display, you can actually put the alternate there, so that in case there's no display, the alternate thing there can display. So let's give an example. img, then src. So we have light in our folder already. Okay, let's check. Let's put lion.jpg. We don't have lion in our folder. We don't have lion. We only have light. And we also have subscribe. Alright, so it's supposed to show error. So close your tag. Now let's save. Let's reload our browser. As you can see, this place here is showing error, that that file cannot be loaded, the image cannot show. Are you seeing? But if we put an alternate there, it is that alternate that will display instead of that thing there. So let's put our alternates. So alternate, let's put error. Whatever you want, you can put anything like there. So let's save. Let's see. Reload. As you can see, it's showing error. So that's the way to use alternate attribute. So let's use our style. Let's go. The next thing we're talking about is the style attribute. Okay. So the style attribute is used to add styles to an element, such as color, font, size, and more. So you can actually style your web page, putting the color, increasing the font size, and the rest. So let's give an example. So let's open a paragraph. Now we want to style our paragraph, right? So put style, put this also an quotation, then let's put color. We want to style the paragraph color. So color should be what? Let's put let's put this blue violet. Let's put it. Okay, after whenever you are styling, after you put the color, you put semicolon. After you put the color, after you type this color, you put colon. Then after you have typed the name of the color, you put semicolon, which is this. Now after that, you close your paragraph. Now in between this space here, as you can see this place here, between this place, you put your paragraph. because we have not put our paragraph at all. We only styled it and we have not put anything as our paragraph. So our paragraph, what should this? So let's put this is my paragraph. Okay, so let's save and let us reload. As you can see, this is the color that it is showing. This is my paragraph. So we can change the color if you want. Let's put something else. Let's put blue. Save and reload. Okay, this is blue. I want something different. Let's put red. Alright, save. Okay. Alright, so this is it. So let's talk about the lang attribute. So let's go to the beginning. As you can see here, you can see lang here, right? Okay. So you should always include the lang attribute inside the HTML tag to declare the language of the web page. This is meant to assist search engines and browsers. So let's give an example. Alright. So look at this place. We have lang, right? And we have this. Okay. So the first two characters define the language of the HTML page. Alright, so this en, it defines the language. After that, the last two define the country. Alright, so for example, we have different types of English. We have the American English, British English, Australian, and the rest. So en is saying that this is English, the language is English. Then you put hyphen. We're using US in this case. So US. So the first two is saying that it's an English language. Then the US is saying that it is it's showing that it's English from the United States, right? So the English language is from United States. Okay, so that's that. So you can save. So you can see that it is important to actually add this. It helps in searching and the rest. So the title attributes. That's the next thing we're talking about. Title attributes. The title attribute defines some extra information about an element. The value of the title attribute will be displayed as a tooltip when you mouse over the element. So let's give an example. So let's bring a paragraph. So let's put title. Alright. Let's say this. Okay, let's say this is very important. So whenever we hover around the paragraph, it's going to display this thing we're writing now. This is very important. Okay, so after that, close your tag, then put your paragraph. So let's put the paragraph. Let's say this is a paragraph. Okay, so let's save and reload our browser. So now this is the paragraph. This is what we just did now, right? So when we hover around it, it's supposed to indicate, are you saying this is very important? It is showing. So that is the idea of the title attribute. It's showing as a tooltip, right? So that is that. So the next thing we'll talk about is HTML headings. Okay, let's go. So HTML headings are defined with the H1 to H6 tags. H1 defines the most important heading, while h6 defines the least important heading. So let's go. h1, let's say heading 1, h2, heading 2, h3, heading 3. So you will see the difference as we continue. h4, heading 4, h5, heading 5, and the last h6, heading 6. Okay, so let's save and let us see the difference between each one. As you can see, we have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. The heading 1 is bigger than heading 2. Heading 2 is bigger than heading 3. So meaning that, and the smallest is heading 6. Heading 1 has more importance than heading 2 according to how it is like this. When you see something that is bigger, that means you expect that thing is of high importance, right? So that's the same thing here. So we can actually make our headings bigger. Look at this heading. Let's check our heading again. Look at h1. You can actually make it bigger. So each HTML heading has a default size. However, you can specify the size for any heading with the style attribute using the CSS font size property. So you can use the CSS font size property to actually adjust the heading, the size rather. Okay, so let's give an example. So let's give an example. So h1, we want to resize our h1. So we put style. Now put this, then font size, then put colon. Do you understand? Colon. Let's put 60 pxpixel. Then after you put the value, put semicolon, then close your tag. Then in between, what do you want as your h1? So let's put it. Let's say heading 1. Alright, save. As you can see that this has now changed to 60. While this one is still the default size. So you can see that the heading 1 is very big. This one compared to this. Okay, let's continue. So let's talk about HTML paragraphs. The HTML paragraph, so we use p tag. So the p tag, the p elements defines a paragraph, right? So let's go p. Okay, so let's say this is a paragraph. Okay, so that's let's save and reload. This is a paragraph. Okay, so this is it. This is a paragraph. So I'm actually zooming in so that you can see it better. So the next thing is HTML display. So let's give an example. I want to show you something. So let's bring paragraph, close the paragraph, so in between the paragraph. So let's try this. This paragraph contains a lot of lines in the source code. Alright, now you know we wrote this thing in 3 different lines, right? So this one is on one line. This is this paragraph, the second line contains a lot of lines, then in the source code, so 3 lines. So let's see how the browser will display it. You're saying it is showing, this is how it's showing. This paragraph contains a lot of lines in the source code. It's showing on horizontal line, but the way we wrote it in 3 different lines. Are you seeing? So let's continue. Look at the way we wrote it, and it's showing in that way. Okay, let's do on that one again. Let's do on that paragraph. Let's see. This paragraph contains a lot of spaces in the source code. Now let's create spaces. Let's see what will happen. We are creating space there. We are creating space here. So let's save and see. Are you seeing this? It ignored the space, right? This paragraph contains a lot of space. The space we put, ignored it. Then this one too. The paragraph contains a lot of lines. We wrote it in 3 different lines, but showed on one line. So how do we correct these errors? Let's see. Look at the way we wrote it. Are you seeing? Okay, so we'll get back to that later. Now let's go back. Let's talk about something. The HTML horizontal rule. How do we rule? Now the href tag defines a thematic break in an HTML page and is most often displayed as horizontal rule. The href element is used to separate content or define a change in an HTML page. So let's give an example. Your paragraph. Let's start with H1. H1. This is heading 1. Then paragraph. This is my paragraph. Okay. Now let's put our hr. Let's go to H2. H2. This is heading 2. Let's put paragraph. This is another paragraph. So let's go on. Let's reload. So as you can see, this is heading 1, This is my paragraph. Then there's now a rule here. Are you seeing this rule here? Hope you can see it. This horizontal rule. So you can use that as to have a rule in your web page. So it demarcates this side from this side. Okay, that's that. So let's continue. So let's talk about HTML line breaks. Now the HTML BR element defines a line break. So use BR if you want a line break. If you want a line break without starting a new paragraph. So let's give an example. Let's open a paragraph. This here will be a good year. Let's put it this way. Now, I actually want from this wheel to start in a new line. I don't want to be on a straight line. So I want this to go down. So what do? We add the BR attribute. BR. That's break. So break. Sorry, BR tag rather, not BR attributes. So add the BR tag, which is an empty tag. So let's see. Let's save. Let's reload. So as you can see, this here will be a good year. Will be a good year is now starting on another line or paragraph. Okay, so that's how to break a line. Now, the poem problem. This poem will display on a single line. Let's see, like what we did earlier. What we did earlier. So we want to give a solution to let's bring a paragraph. My bunny lies over the ocean. My friend is good to me. I love watching football. These are different. Let's assume it's like a poem or whatever it is in 3 lines, right? But the browser won't display it like this. So let's see. Look at the way it showed. My bunny lies over the ocean. My friend is good to me. I love watching football. So look at the way it showed. So let's correct the error. Let's correct our spelling also. Let's correct this also. Let's correct this also. Alright, so now how to correct this? It's supposed to show on 3 lines, right? But it's just showing on horizontal line. So let's correct the error. We can use the pre element, the pre element. Now the HTML pre element defines preformatted text. Now let's correct our error. Let's copy this. Then okay, let's copy this. Now let's use the PR. Open tag, PR, close tag, enter. So paste your poem again. So let's see if it will show like this. Okay, reload. So as you can see, my bunny lies over the ocean. My friend is good to me. I love watching football. So this is the solution to the problem using the PRE. Alright. So that will be all for this class. I hope you enjoyed the class. So let's check again from the beginning. So this is what we did today. So if you actually enjoyed this class, please don't forget to like this video, comment, turn off your notification bell, and most especially subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. More videos are coming.